Hey y'all. Today's, the next day or whatever. I just want to first of all say that thank you all for participating. Thank you all for all of the support. Thank you for your suggestions. Thank you for the comments. Thank you just, any sort of input. Even if it's you inputting your own experience, I really appreciate that. I also appreciate there is a lady, I forgot her at name, but I will put it either on the screen or in the description. But she has offered to give me a PayPal donation. So I really, really appreciate that. I'm not the type of person to just like receive handouts or to take help like that, but I'm just like really in between a rock and a hard place. So it just wouldn't make sense for me to turn that down. And I don't like to ask for donations, but if you would like to and if you have the means to, then I will have that link in the description box below if you want to donate. Now, a lot of people have been telling me to not invest into the repairs of the car. I agree with you. I am 100% where I am 100% in agreement with you. I don't plan on paying for those repairs. I'm going to see if they are willing to pay for those repairs. I'm just saying that the repairs are going to cost $7,500. The repairs are going to cost $7,500. So it's either, the dealer helps me pay for those repairs, or, I come up with the money and I take them to court and I sue them for the repairs. But either way, I don't plan on like dishing out the money for the repairs. I plan on getting it from the dealer. I plan on getting that money from the dealer. Right now it is Saturday. The current mechanic that my van is at, they don't open until, well, they're open today, but they don't open tomorrow. And I don't want to because the dealer asked for the current mechanic's phone number to get into contact with him and everything like that. I want to wait until Monday before I, give them the information. That way all the mechanics and everybody's going to be there, because not everybody's in the shop today. Not everybody's in the shop today, which is Saturday. So I want to wait till Monday to kind of get them in contact. But I also did not get a chance to tell the dealer, I didn't get a chance to tell the mechanic what is going on between me and the dealer. So I am trying to get them to pay for the radiator, because the radiator has already been repaired. So I'm trying to get them to do that. But y'all, this is it's a lot. I'm just glad that I'm able to do Spark, because that's what I've been doing the past, day and a half. This morning I woke up and I just did my laundry. Actually the key fob to this Jeep stopped working. So basically when I woke up early, like I needed to use the bathroom. So I woke up around like 6:30 or something like that. And I woke up and I opened the door and the alarm went off. So I was like, okay, let me just grab the key fob, hit the lock or unlock button, whatever, and then I'll turn off. I was hitting it and it wasn't like shutting off the alarm because it was dead. So I was like, oh, so I had to deal with that between like 6:30 and like 8 o'clock in the morning, or like 8:30. I was dealing with that for like 2 hours this morning. So the key fob is still dead, but at this point I'm just leaving the Jeep open, because for one, I don't really have any valuables in here, and for two, this town is so like incredibly small. Like there's literally only 24,000 people that live here. It's so incredibly small that I'm not worried about things like theft. Plus I'm gonna be in my car majority of the time that I have the Jeep anyway. So I don't want to deal with that. I heard the alarm one too many times this morning, so I don't want to deal with that. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm just doing Spark. So far I've just gotten one order, but I'm still grateful, right, that I'm still able to kind of somewhat keep some income coming in, because regardless, as I'm going through this, there is going to be money that has to be spent, whether it be on gas, whether it be on, whatever it is that I need or whatever it is that comes up. I'm still deciding and debating on whether or not I want to just go back to California, because I just feel like it would be best if I'm here until I figure out exactly what's going on with my van. Because regardless, if I was going to leave the country, I still have loose ends to tie up, because I know a lot of people have been suggesting that I just go ahead and leave the country, because that's initially what I was going to do. And I'm still planning on doing that, y'all. Like, I'm still planning on doing that, but leaving the country, like, I don't plan on, like, if I leave the country, I don't plan on coming right back within a month, within 2 months, or whatever. If I'm leaving the country, I'm not coming back for a while. So the whole idea of me getting the van was so that I can live a little bit more comfortably while I save money to be able to live abroad comfortably with still having money. Because regardless of anything, I'm still going to need to have money in order to get from point A to point B. You know, other countries don't really have welfare programs or food stamp programs. Like, I'm still gonna have to pay for food and for housing, etc. And I'm not about to sit up here and just, like, on a whim go to another country without having any means of income. So I have to figure that out. So the whole point of getting the van was to figure that out and situate all of that by the end of this year, so that by next year I would have just been gone. So that was the whole thing. So for me, yeah, that's what the van kind of symbolized for me, is that I could be just a little bit more comfortable. Because y'all, like, me living in that car, I mean, even in this Jeep is even a little bit more comfortable than my car, because I can actually, like, stretch all the way out. But y'all, living in that car is freaking hell. Like, it's one thing to live in a car for like 6 months, but to live in a car, and like literally a car, like a sedan, it's just not enough space. It's not enough space. It's just not enough space. And like I said, like I mentioned in my previous video, my physical health has been declining because of stress. But on top of that, because of like certain foods that I have access to, I don't really have access to fresh foods every day, because I would either have to go to the grocery store to get fresh food every day, or in order for me to eat fresh food every day, I was going to have to pay a lot more just to eat fresh food every day. So it's a lot. And I was trying to solve that problem by making what I feel like was a small investment, right? It's a big loss, but for me it was a small investment, even though it's a big loss. With all of that being said, I know I can make that money back. Like, if I really tried, I can make all of that money back within 2 months. But it is unfortunate and it is inconvenient. But yeah, I still plan on leaving the country, because like, at this point, I am convinced that there's no way I'm gonna make it out of extreme poverty. And extreme poverty, and just poverty in general, is basically a death sentence, especially here in America. Because at the end of the day, when you're in poverty, especially in days like this, where it's so hard to kind of like get by, you get what I'm saying? And on top of that, you're trying to like increase your net worth. It's practically almost impossible, because the capitalistic system has already caught on to people wanting to like start their own businesses and make money, this, that, and the third. So they're preying on the fact that people want to start their own businesses. So, you know, you'll see people coming out, oh, I made a 6-figure salary by my course, so that you can also make six figures. Or somebody will come out like, oh, do you want to become a dropshipper on Amazon? Well, buy my course so you can become a dropshipper on Amazon. And then you try to become a dropshipper on Amazon, and a whole bunch of people are trying to become dropshippers on Amazon, and Amazon makes it like more expensive for you to, like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, the capitalistic system follows the trends, and they are on to people wanting to basically be financially free. But the truth is, within this capitalistic system, we all cannot be financially free. That is just the truth.
But don't fool yourself. In the end, nothing will change. Because everyone wants to live forever. They all think they have a chance at immortality, even though all the evidence is against it. They all think they will be the exception. But the truth is, for a few to be immortal, many must die. No one should be immortal if even one person has to die.
The only way for us to be financially free is to live within our basic necessities, period. Like, period. But, you know, that's a whole other story, a whole nother video for a whole nother day. I just wanted to come on here really quick because I wanted to, you know, give y'all a little bit of an update as far as like my decision making and where my mind is at. I am trying to come up with a solid plan because the van was my plan, but now that, you know, that's where it's at right now, I'm hoping that the issue can be resolved within a week or two. But outside of that, I'm going to have to come up with an alternative plan. I do have a little bit of money saved up, not quite enough to buy a car or buy a new van, but it is enough to at least start a new plan, which is why I'm continuing to do Spark here in Oregon so that I can, like, you know, figure things out. But yeah, I appreciate all of y'all's support and everything like that. At this point, I just figured, you know, why not be an open book? Because I really, at this point, I don't have anything to lose. And I definitely want to showcase the real because, you know, my parents came over here to America from Nigeria to find better life, you know, for themselves and their children. Yet here we are, you know, which is crazy to me. I feel like America kind of has this weird way of advertising to other countries that it's, you know, the greatest country ever, but you don't really see the real, you know, the people who are living in their cars, the homeless, you know, people. You don't see that part of America in other countries, but it's very much a thing. So yeah, y'all, if there is anything else I want to say on this vlog, I will come back on here and discuss, but that is all for right now. So I will talk to y'all later. The shop that my van is at now, they're closed and they're not open on Sundays. I don't know if the dealership is open on Sunday, but regardless, I think Monday would be a better day to discuss all of those things. I'm glad that I was able to figure it out because I think that's just what I'm going to end up doing. I'm just going to basically propose that they pay these folks for the radiator job that they already did, and then tow the van back to Washington, work on it, and then I'm going to drive it back from Washington to the current mechanic that I have so that they could take a look at it. And I don't care how much I have to pay for that because at the end of the day, you know, so far it's free. You know, with that plan, so far it's free. So even if I have to pay $100, $200 or whatever, however much for them to look at it, I'm going to have them look at it to see and make sure that they did things right and correctly. Because if not, then we're going to have a problem. So yeah, y'all, that's it for now.